shit is popping, girl. Body on 10, damn, you got it, girl. You gotta boss up. Getting them checks, living your best. Racks up. Oh, keep walking with confidence. Effortlessly, you let them know who is in command. You just that and more. Don't forget it. God worked hard on you for sure. Lexus, Exodus. Shout out to my exes.
Y'all black females out here, y'all don't understand the struggles of being a black man out here in America and not knowing whether or not you gonna make it home to your children every night because of the police gunning you down.
But don't y'all be out here gunning each other down?
Okay, but we ain't talking about that.
Hell, don't y'all be rapping about killing each other in music?
We ain't talking about that either. We can talk about killing each other in rap music, but we don't like the police killing us. Stay on subject, woman.
You brought up your kids. Tyrone, you don't even see your kids.
And then, yeah, I be trying to see my kids. You know my baby mamas be tripping because I don't want to be with none of them, so they be holding my kids from me. You know that.
Okay, but your baby mama saying you don't give them no child support either.
Okay, but I still be going out my way to try to see them.
They live 5 minutes from my house, Tyrone.
That is out my way, woman. See, y'all, that's why we don't like y'all black women's mouths. Y'all run y'all mouth too much. Y'all always bringing up stuff that's irrelevant.
Well, was you cheating on me irrelevant?
I only cheated on you 10 times. You act like I do it every day, bruh. See, that's why we date women of other races, man.
Hey, boos, hey. It is Lexus Exodus, leader of the Black Women Exodus. How are y'all doing? And like always, if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. Please share. Please comment in the comment section. Let me know that you're listening. Also, if you enjoy listening to my content on the go, the show is now available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts for audio listeners. Go check out my Patreon community where you can get access to bonus episodes and exclusive content and also a private community of like-minded divested women. You can find all of this information in the description below. Child, y'all almost didn't get a show tonight, y'all. I got a lot going on. I was hosting a client on site, my first full grade GMP drug that will be FDA approved. Also, my kiddo was sick, so y'all almost didn't get a show tonight, but I had to come tonight. I couldn't leave y'all hanging after finding out what happened to this Black woman in Florida. Y'all, so tonight we're going to talk about Karens again. I feel like we didn't have this conversation over and over again. It's getting redundant. We talked about how Karens are so crazed and obsessed, and they are fixated and envious and jealous of Black women to the point that they look for any reason to bother and harass them and to disturb their peace. And oftentimes this ends up violent. So again, I had to come here and talk to y'all, especially after this incident that happened to this innocent Black woman who was unalived in Florida, simply for knocking on her neighbor's door. We'll get into that later. First, let's get into a few examples that illustrate what I'm referring to. I want to kick it off by talking about this first Karen, one of the original Karens, y'all, Martha Stewart, for complaining about work from home employees and saying that we will be the downfall of the country. Child, let's get to it.
You are known for your work ethic, among many other things. And you recently talked a little bit about the returning to work situation here.
I'm having this argument with so many people these days. It's just that my kind of work is very creative and it is very collaborative. Yeah. And I cannot really stomach another Zoom, Zoom here, Zoom there. It just doesn't get the work done in the right way. So meeting in person, coming to the office, I hate going to an office that's empty. I don't want to. During COVID, I took every precaution. We really set up office at home, at my home, and did so many things, and everybody came to work. And now we're our office is on a 3-day work week, and I just don't agree with it. Yeah, I just don't.
Some people say it's here to stay. Like this is
I know it's frightening. Yeah. It's frightening because if you read the economic news and look at what's happening everywhere in the world, a 3-day work week doesn't get the work done, doesn't get the productivity up. It doesn't help with the economy, and I think that's very important.
She sounds so damn foolish. What a dumbass, stupid ass bitch. I can't stand an old, can't get with the time ass, washed ass, stupid ass, frozen in the past ass bitch. Always reminiscing about back in the day. Barnyard Becky, make America great ass bitch. This woman's face, I don't know if y'all are watching this or listening, but her face can barely move, y'all. Just frozen in place from 80 years of Botox and botched surgery and spewing this nonsense. We don't care what you think, Karen. We don't care. Martha is 81 years old, y'all. And she just recently modeled for Sports Illustrated. Why would we care about your opinion, Martha? You clearly make poor decisions, Martha. Don't nobody want to see that wrinkled, shriveled, shut, cobweb cuckoo, Martha. And she has a problem with work from home, but no issue with committing felony fraud. Because remember, she got convicted of stealing millions and of insider trading back in the day. Y'all Gen Z girls probably don't remember that, but millennials, Gen X, we remember that vividly. She even started a cannabis company and having a good old time making her rounds on media with Snoop Dogg, another pothead felon. And I don't care if you smoke, I like to indulge every now and again, but we're the downfall of America for simply wanting to work from home. Girl, fuck you, girl. Martha Stewart is the original Karen. Just bothering people who mind their business. Ain't got nothing better to do but to mess with us regular folk. As a matter of fact, I'm about to quit my job, y'all, because they have mandatory on-site days, and that just ain't for me. Even though it pays well, it ain't for me. Ain't nobody about to be traveling on site regularly in 2023 after collectively, as a globe, globally, we've already resoundingly demonstrated we are all capable of doing our jobs from home. If you work a 9-to-5 with sedentary work, you're capable of doing your work from anywhere in the world. I can't stand boomers like this, especially white women boomers. They be the ultimate Karen. Talking about back in my day. Girl, will you just die? Just die. 81 years is enough, child. You done had a long, full life. It's time to go. Bring Tina back, as a matter of fact. And we will happily trade Martha Stewart for Tina. Yeah, I can't. Don't nobody give a F what a felon got to say, girl. If you've been to federal prison, no one cares about your opinion, child. Don't be trying to tell us and lecture us on what will be the downfall of America when you an ex-felon, girl. Furthermore, someone who successfully embezzled millions of dollars, you don't got to worry about going back to the workplace, child. You got enough money. You're going to be fine. It's an option for you. Stop bothering people. Leave everybody else alone, Karen. Let's look at this next clip of this Karen trying to make the hard R word a term of endearment, child. And I should laugh, but this is funny as hell to me. Y'all, let's watch this and then we will talk through it.
Naturally intelligent, gorgeous, generous, exemplary, and radiant. She looks like she could be that to me.
This woman needs zero platform. She doesn't even need a soapbox, a shoebox to stand on. Like, to speak anything. I don't understand how she came up with that. It is just so disappointing. She posted that video on her YouTube channel. And the fact that she even has made a second account because she got banned from her main account got banned. Like, I can't. Like, she needs zero platform. Every time TikTok sees her, they just ban. I'm
sorry. I am tickled. I think this is funny as hell. What a mess. What a mess. So if you can't tell what's happening, this white woman, this elderly Karen, she spells out the hard R and she has it written down as the N stands for naturally, intelligent, gorgeous, generous, exemplary, and radiant. And then she zooms to a little black girl dog. Talking about that's what the hard R means. I cannot, like, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that old Christian white couple at the church who made that music video, and they were saying, Jesus Christ is my nigga. He's my nigga. Give that power to ya. like just dancing and having a good old time, talking about Jesus Christ is my nigga, old white Christian couple, y'all. This is what this white woman tried to do. She tried to make the N-word, the hard R, too. She ain't even saying nigga. She said the hard R. Tried to make that a term of endearment, a positive acronym. Y'all, I can't. Leave Black women alone. You know, why you got to bring the Black girl doll to this? Leave Black women alone. We ain't asked for this, child. Let's look at this next clip that illustrates what I'm referring to.
I was in the store Christmas shopping, and this lady came up and stood next to me. She asked me to move so she could view the items I was looking at. As I was shopping, she began to reach past me to view items I was looking at. I told her I would be a minute, so she probably should go around, and she stood there watching me and tapping on her basket and taking deep breaths. Every time I would move down, she would move right next to me. I'm not sure why was it so hard to go shop in another area until I was done. Eventually, she goes around to try to get in front of me, but my basket was blocking the aisle. You can hear her run her basket into mine twice and say I need to get around. Listen.
Y'all, I can't. So this woman is not grocery shopping. I believe she said she was Christmas shopping, minding her business though, y'all. Minding her business. And this random white woman comes up to her, says that she needs to get to where she's at. She needs to get around, starts to ram her car into her to get to the aisle. I'm telling y'all, these Karens do this on purpose. They do this mess on purpose. This happens to me all the time. I used to think I was crazy and just paranoid, but I would notice I'd be the only person in the aisle often. And it could be like 1 o'clock in the morning, y'all, like midnight. And I'm just like, oh, I just want some ice cream or a late night snack. It's only me and one other person in the store. Somehow a random white woman will come up. And for some reason, coincidentally, whatever she needs is right on the shelf, right in front of me where I'm looking. I swear to God, like I be feeling like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Has that ever happened to y'all? Like I've even tested it sometimes and will stop at a random aisle. I'll stop in an aisle with spam on it. You know, just looking, pretending that I'm searching for something. And I'm telling y'all, if there is a white woman nearby, she might be way on the opposite end of the aisle. Coincidentally, whatever she needs is on the same exact shelf that I happen to be looking at. I remember one time I was shopping for heavy cream, random item. What's the chance we both need heavy cream? The same brand, same shelf at the same time. Here comes this random woman standing there looking at me, just staring at me. And then finally she's going to say, you going to move your cart? I said, it's okay to say, excuse me next time, Karen. And y'all, I can't cut up like I used to and start cussing and fussing out in public. I got too much to lose. But instead, what I like to do is I'll turn on my Valley Girl voice. I'll turn on that goofy white woman passive aggressive voice and smile, the big old goofy Kool-Aid smile. Y'all, her knee-jerk reaction was to smile back because she didn't think I was going to say what I said with that sweet as pie voice. But I said, it's okay to say, excuse me, stupid ass bitch. But this is what they like to do, always impeding on Black women's spaces. Like we supposed to hop, jump, and skip to move out the way, to shrink ourselves, to make them feel comfortable. And this lady does this one more and even rams her cart into hers. So let's look at this next clip of these Black women being harassed on the beach by a Karen. Child, I can't.
I'm being environment has been harmed by this African Black person. Everybody, this woman just accosted me. I can't believe you. I know you guys are so violent.
But on this Sunday's run, the Friends said this woman used racist slurs directed at them.
and then also said she was calling the police, claiming the women had accosted her.
I think all of us were caught off guard when we heard her yell, no more N-word at us.
The group originally encountered the woman at the beginning of their run, then captured this video on their way back.
Environment has been harmed by this African black person.
Like, I have to expose this. And so I actually just caught up to her and was like, tell me again what you said. And that's when I started recording, and she just continued on.
More racial slurs, black Africans, go back to where you came from, I'll buy you a cheap plane ticket back. She called us the virus and said that we don't belong here.
You're an African, right? I'm trying to give a description. Why are you so offended by the fact that you're an African?
I didn't think this would ever happen in Los Angeles. I haven't experienced it. And it was a very sobering experience.
Woo, Chile. Woo, Chile. So what we just watched is a group of black women joggers jogging on the beach, being confronted by a Karen, harassed. This woman said, "Oh, my environment is being harmed by African black women." I'm thinking she's on the phone with 911. Y'all know Karens like to use the police like customer service. She even tells the cop she was accosted, calls a black woman the virus. And y'all, it don't matter what their nationality is or where they're from or what their background is. This behavior is ridiculous either way. However, these girls got Valley Girl voices like me. She knows damn well these are American women. She's just a racist. She's just ethnocentric and disgusting. So she called them African like that's some type of insult. Just trying to agitate and provoke them. Just being silly. The other thing is she tries to play it like she's being attacked by lowbrow black women. Talk about they accosted me. Meanwhile, they're out here jogging on the beach in workout clothing, minding their business. Literally doing the widest thing you can do. Hood people don't jog in the sand, y'all. Let's keep it real. I remember a friend telling me, you could tell the caliber of a neighborhood if you see joggers running by. And I thought that was the goofiest thing. Then I thought about it and said, you're right. Because growing up in the hood, I never saw people jog in Blackistan. They didn't. These women ain't bothering nobody. She just being a Karen. She's just being mean and nasty for no damn reason, child. Y'all. Okay, so let's look at this next clip of a Dollar General employee being harassed by a Karen.
Just because you're black don't mean you're that.
Okay. Well, let's see then.
Well, we'll see.
Wait till the store closes.
Just shut up.
I know, that's why
You're disrespectful.
Bitch, she done called me
30 goddamn minutes and you told me 20.
I know.
And then you're running your mouth.
37. Come on. All you gotta do is wait outside until I get off work. That's all you have to do, sweetheart. All you gotta do. I promise.
You know what?
I know. That's all you gotta do.
You're a big dog, ain't you, honey?
No. I'm a pup.
You think you scared some motherfucker? She won't let you. She's a smart bitch.
We're closed. You know what? As a matter of fact, go ahead and grab it. Okay. Go ahead and grab it. It's right here, but hurry up because I'm getting ready to lock these doors. Okay, we're closed, love. It's 9 o'clock. Okay. Show them where it's at, baby. Show them where it's at.
I mean, hell, why'd you have to be smart? You told me 2 minutes. I was coming up here.
You done called me a bitch 4 times. Conversation's over with you, sweetheart.
Well,
here you go.
If you don't ring me up, I'm going to call the law.
You can. Go ahead and call.
Well, I want the goddamn manager's name now.
Go ahead and call.
The manager.
Go ahead and call.
I want the manager.
Go ahead and call.
If you don't give me the manager's name, I'll fuck tomorrow.
You can.
Oh, yeah, baby. I will. What's your name?
Queenie.
Queenie what?
Queenie.
That ain't your fucking name.
Okay. All right.
That ain't your name.
All right. I'm Queenie, and I'm the assistant manager at this store. I don't know why you're putting the hooker. I'm not ringing it.
If you don't bring me up,
I'm not.
well.
I'm not. Because what you call me? I'm a hot.
Really? I mean, you give me time in the goddamn store? 2 goddamn minutes I had to get the fuck here? Fuck you!
I know, you're mad.
Yeah, you goddamn right. I got my goddamn groceries. Came out here before they were closed. You need your goddamn face slapped off your shoulder. Yeah, you do.
Do it.
Bitch, I will.
Do it. That's all you gotta do.
Oh, I will.
That's all you gotta do.
Come on.
That's all you gotta do. Because I'm telling you, I'm about to
drag your ass to the store. Come on, baby. Slap it off for me. Put your own goddamn slap it off for me. Slap it off for me. Look. That's all you gotta do, baby. All you gotta do is come to slap it out for me. Because you wanna know what? Slap it out your goddamn rude ass don't even need to be working here. Slap it out for me. Touch me, baby. What you gonna do? Touch me, baby. What you gonna do? Slap that face off for me. What you gonna do? Record this. No. Go ahead, record it. Because as soon as she hits me, record your goddamn
Girl, I started recording when the cussing started. What you mean?
Oh, but she can tell people to get out of her store.
Yeah, she can. She the manager.
Yeah.
She let everybody know.
Yeah.
She let everybody know.
There's no sense in that. Huh? All you gotta do is slap me. I'm not fucking going to jail for you. Oh, okay then. Well, have a great night. But I will be back in here tomorrow. You can. Reasonable time. All right. You will be in trouble. You have a blessed night. You have a blessed night. Okay. I'm scared. A blessed night.
Sorry, y'all. I had to wipe my
Have a
camera
blessed
off.
night after a rude bitch. Have a blessed night, love. You. Okay. My man does. Very well. Oh, wow. Have a good night. Ass. Yeah, I know. Have a
Whoa.
Well, she's a smart ass. Yeah, I'm a nigga too. Good lady.
Child, I can't stand when these women harass Black women at work while people are working hard. This Black woman is an essential worker serving this community. So y'all know they only put Dollar Generals in poor areas without grocery stores, right? And those areas are called food deserts, and it's because they don't have any grocery stores nearby. My grandmother lives in one. So a lot of these folks' only option is to shop at the local Dollar Tree or Dollar General, where at least they can get canned food and frozen food. It's nasty and processed, but it's better than nothing. You know, they're not going to get fresh produce or fruit or veggies or anything like that, but at least you can get something if you're not able to travel far to go to the grocery store. And Karen looks poor. So again, they are in an impoverished, trashy area. And this poor Black woman is just doing her job. And here Karen go, treating her like trash. Child, this Black woman handled this with so much patience and decorum because Lord knows. And like I said, I've grown, but not that much. This thing lasted for about 5 minutes of this white woman. She done squared up with the employee, even called her the N-word. And still, this woman didn't touch her. I ain't never been called the N-word before, so I don't know how I'd react, but I don't think most people would be able to restrain themselves and carry themselves with as much class and decorum as this employee has, especially at the damn Dollar Tree, y'all, where she's likely only getting paid $9 an hour. Like, I'm team F this job. I'll find another one. These jobs come a dime a dozen. But she's still keeping her decorum while this Karen is talking about meet her outside. They don't get paid enough for this nonsense. This Karen is disgusting. This poor lady don't deserve to be dealing with this nonsense. This is a hot mess. So let's look at these Karens spitting on innocent Black women minding their business. Child. Woo, Chile. The ghetto, y'all. So let's watch this and then we'll talk.
I had to beat a Karen because she spit on me and told me I don't belong here. And it's my birthday today. Happy birthday to me.
I'm not allowed to eat here. Don't. I'm checking out. I'm gonna slap her. Yeah, I'm get out of here. Ma'am. She's a guest. I don't care. You can't put her out of here. What?
Coronavirus. You are Karen. Step away. She spit in my face. You saw that. I did not. I got you on camera. I got you on camera. I did not. I got you. You did. I got you. You're a don't spit in my face. You spit in my face. 6 feet away. Call the cops. I got it on camera. I got it on camera.
So what we just watched are these two innocent Black women on separate instances being harassed by Karens and getting spit on. What a nasty, vile, and disgusting thing to do. Like, that's literally the lowest thing you can do is intentionally project your saliva on someone. Spitting on someone is something I wouldn't even do to a damn dog, y'all. That's disgusting. And I had to edit these clips for YouTube to censor them. But in both of these cases, the Black women physically defend themselves and beat their ass. They're not playing. They are not playing with these women. And of course, after getting laid the F out, getting their ass beat, these Karens play the victim. Spitting on someone is considered assault, though. So these Black women were protecting themselves and defending themselves. And I'm glad that they got this behavior on camera. Okay, so let's talk about this last incident of a Black woman being harmed by a Karen. And I want to discuss this poor woman who was shot and unalived down in Florida, y'all. So trigger warning, this is a difficult news story, but let's talk through.
Last Friday around 9 p.m., Ajika A.J. Owens, a mother of 4, was shot and killed by an unidentified woman in Ocala, Florida. According to civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who is now representing the Owens family, AJ's children, who are 3 to 12 years old, were playing in a field next to an apartment complex when a 58-year-old white woman allegedly began yelling at them to get off her land and calling them racial slurs. According to Crump's statement, the children left, but accidentally left behind an iPad, which the woman took. When one of the kids tried to retrieve it, the woman threw it, hitting the boy and cracking the screen. Ms. Owens walked across the street to speak to the woman. But Crump's office says when she knocked on the door, the neighbor allegedly shot her through the closed front door. The bullet hole is shown here in photos provided by Crump's law firm. Owens was shot and later pronounced at the hospital. The shooter responsible has not yet been identified, arrested, or charged. The family held an emotional news conference today to demand answers and, importantly, an arrest. The Marion County Sheriff's Office also held a press conference today. They did not confirm or deny Trump's account, but they did say they know who the shooter is. There had apparently been an ongoing feud between the shooter and Owens about her children. The sheriff also shared that when Owens came to the shooter's door, there was a heated exchange before Owens was shot through the door. At least 2 of the children may have witnessed the shooting. Joining me now in their first interview is Pamela Diaz, the mother of A.J. Owens, A.J.'s son, Isaac Williams, and Ben Crump, the attorney representing the family. Thank you all for being here. And I am so sorry for your loss. I've been sick about this all day, to be honest, since I heard about it this morning. So I'm so sorry for your loss. But I want to just make sure that I got all of those details correct, Ms. Diaz. Is there anything you want to correct about the way that I told the story?
Thank you, Joy, for the opportunity to speak with you. I would like to say that, yes, there was an iPad left behind. My grandson, the daughter of Ashika, did go back to retrieve it. The woman, Susan, did have it. The white woman, Susan, had it, would not give it back to my grandson. An item was thrown at him. He went home to tell his mother, as any normal child would do.
Yep.
As a parent of any child hearing such news would go to the adult home to ask what happened. She simply knocked on the door. The woman shot her through the closed door with her son, 9 years old, standing next to her.
Let me ask you about the...
Yes.
No, I'm sorry. Go on.
My daughter did, as I said, any parent would do. Want to talk to the adult to find out why she had his belongings, why she threw items at her child. She simply knocked on the door, was unarmed, no weapons, just wanted answers, wanted to speak to another adult regarding an incident involving her 9-year-old son, who was standing next to her.
And let me ask you about this, because the sheriff has tried to portray this as a feud, but these are little kids, you know, these are babies that are playing, which what kids are supposed to do. It is your understanding that this woman called the children racial slurs? I'm assuming I know what racial slur that you mean.
The N-word, slaves, other profanity, B-words, you name it. This was not the first incident. This has happened numerous times.
Let me go to you, Ben, because I lived in Florida for a long time. I have had to knock on and ring the doorbells of neighbors for, issues regarding our kids. That seems like the most normal thing that a mom would do. If there's ever a problem, our kids would come and get me or their dad, and we would go and talk to the neighbor. That is the normal way the world is supposed to work. But now in Florida, you have stand your ground. And I can't imagine kids could trick or treat in Florida now because it's too terrifying, because there are people who would shoot anybody that they see coming at their door or on their driveway. How is it possible, though, that with the door closed, this woman can have access to the stand your ground law? How can you say you're standing your ground when there's a closed door between you and the woman, the mom, standing outside your door with a 9-year-old child?
Joy Reid, it is asinine when they try to justify this unjustifiable of this mother of 4 who was in front of her children. I mean, it is heartbreaking on every level. And the fact that they have not arrested this is appalling. We know, Attorney Thomas and I talked about, if the roles were reversed, there is no way they could tell us they would not have arrested a black woman from shooting a white woman through her door. She could have called 911. She could have did 100 other things, Joy Reid, than to use force. And it is unacceptable. And we can't send this message that it is okay in America to shoot black people for ringing doorbells like Ralph Yah in Kansas City, or now like AJ Owens in Ocala, Florida. The wrong message, America.
Ms. Diaz, tell me about your daughter. Tell me what she was like.
My daughter was an amazing mom. She lived for her children. She was active. She was a cheer mom. She was a football mom. She sent her children. She made sacrifices so that they could attend private school. She was a manager in the hospitality industry, the restaurant industry. Honestly,
yeah.
I don't even know how she did it. She is an amazing testament to all mothers in this world.
Yeah. And Isaac, sweetie, I know you miss your mom, but she seemed like an amazing person. And you don't have to say anything if you don't want to, but she seemed like she was very cool. And so I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Mom, what is going to happen with these beautiful children?
I am going to be the primary caregiver for these children. Currently, I reside out of state. I am relocating to Ocala so that I can continue, the children can continue with a sense of normalcy so that they can be in their hometown amongst their friends, attend their same school. I just want them to have the life that their mother dreamed for them, that was trying to provide for them. So.
Yeah. Well, thank God for awesome moms, awesome grandmas like you, Pamela Diaz. God bless you. Sweet Isaac, God bless you, sweetheart. And Ben, we are literally turning bullying into... And the state of Florida now allows unlicensed people to carry guns and turn caring and bullying and the bullying of children into... It is inconceivable to me that this is not immediately considered an arrestable crime. I'm disgusted and sick about it, and about my former state where my children lived. Unbelievable. Please keep us up to date, Ben. Will you keep us up to date on what's happening?
Absolutely. Let's say her name on the same day that Breonna Taylor and Tyree Nichols would have been 30 years old had they not been taken from this earth unnecessarily. Right. AJ Owens, let's say her name.
Amen. Amen. AJ Owens, God bless her memory. Pamela Diaz, Isaac Williams, and Ben Krupp, thank you very much. We'll be right back.
This was a mother of 4, y'all. A mother of 4, ages 3 to 12. And this Karen got mad because the children were being children and were playing. She called them slaves, y'all. Called them the N-word. This white woman took one of the kids' iPad, got mad, and threw the little kid's device and cracked it. And when the mom went in protective mode and in maternal mode to see about her children, she went to her doorstep. And she probably didn't have kind words for her. But instead of trying to de-escalate the situation, instead of just calling the police like they like to do, she shot her dead through the damn door, y'all. Cold-blooded. In front of her children, y'all. In front of her kids. I've even seen stories about the children feeling riddled with guilt because in their minds, they don't know any better, but they feel like they're the reason that their mother is no longer alive. It's their fault for being children and playing outside that got their mother taken out like this. Child, I cannot. This is disgusting. And apparently, this woman has a history of this type of behavior. And the kids in the neighborhood would always say, Karen called the police on me today, Mom. That's what they would say to her. Child, I found an article and it says that everybody in this neighborhood has feuded with this lady over our children. It talks about how she used to come outside all the time and harass the kids for simply being kids. You know, one lady in this article says our kids used to play in the field over there all the time. It's an apartment. So they live in an apartment. And she acting like this. So she don't even own this, y'all. I need to do some more research, but she don't even own this property. And she's shooting people for coming on her yard. They said that she would say things like, get off my lawn, you B-word, or you N-word. She would wave guns at them. She would record them. She would try to agitate them, flick them off, and just do crazy things. I cannot. And since then, thank God, this woman has been identified and they've arrested her. So her name is Susan Lawrence, y'all. And I don't know if that's a Hispanic name. If so, I'm not surprised. Florida is full of white Hispanic people who act like this. But look at her. This is her. Just looking like with the cat drug in, musty, dusty, crusty, shriveled old ass bit. The original Karen, another one. Ultimate Karen. Just old and ugly. Just mean and evil. Just miserable and mad. And because of her, these 4 children no longer have their mother. And like the grandmother said, because who knows where the fathers are in the situation, the grandmother is going to be taking care of these 4 kids. I cannot. All I'll say, Black women, is be careful. These Karens are crazy. They're crazy. They'll harass you because they get triggered by your aura and your excellence. They get agitated by your Black girl magic. They get irritated by your intellect and intelligence. They become envious and jealous about your natural beauty, your style and grace, your curves, your hips, your lips, your melanin, your natural Afrocentric aesthetic, your style and your swag. Because Black women looking like this at almost 40. Meanwhile, Karens are looking like this in their 50s. Child, just mad. Just old and ugly. Miserable and mad. They are dangerous, so be very cautious with engaging with them because they got this victim mentality, especially if you're in a stand your ground law state. They'll try to bait you into an argument like this with their antics and will pull stuff like this and try to claim victim afterwards after harming you. So it's best to not even engage and just call the police. And I hate that this happened. I hate that Black women are experiencing this as often as we are. But this is your Karen, y'all. And Black women collectively, we have to ensure this story isn't forgotten and written off as another Black woman who is just a part of the statistic, the growing statistic of those who have tragically lost their lives this year because of violence. So just like y'all do with Black males, like y'all did with GF and Ish, I expect y'all to be actively signing petitions, acting up on social media, making sure that we're spreading awareness about this, protesting, and making a lot of noise until justice is served. All right, that's all I got. Thank you so much for listening. What do you think about this story in Florida? Also, have you ever experienced an encounter with Karen? How did you respond? And how do you recommend other Black women respond in instances like this? Until next time, see you guys. Bye.
Even if you think I should, bitch. Nigga, I don't give.
Fellas, if y'all come across a red iPhone, can you please bring it to the sound stage? Red iPhone, appreciate it.